You know, real estate school is actually foundational, giving you the things that you need to understand as far as the law, as far as ethics, as far as some of the things that we need to be able to get our license and have a foundation to start our real estate business. But absolutely, there are a ton of skills that are out there that you need to learn, and they're going to be more valuable even than some of the things you learn in real estate school to help you serve your clients at the highest level. So what I want to do is I want to go through 11 of these skills that if I was given the opportunity, I would absolutely add to the curriculum so that you would go into the business, not just with a license, but prepared to be able to have that. Now listen, I will say this. There's 11 of these, but number 10, in my opinion, is the most important one, so stick around for that. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to the YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. The little bell also that you see there gives you the opportunity to be notified before everybody else when we drop a new video. All right, so let's get to these skills that are going to help you grow your business. The foundational understanding that you have about real estate comes through that first school that you go to. When you're getting your license, you go through, you have your test, you're proving that you can absolutely have the bare necessities you need as an understanding of real estate. But in reality, it takes a different set of skills to be able to actually go out and serve clients at a high level where you earn their trust and you're able to work with them to buy real estate or work with them to list their properties and get them sold. So what I want to do today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk about some practical things and I'm going to talk about some mindset things that really I wish were taught earlier and also gives you the ability to be that real estate agent and build the business that you want to build. All right, so the first skill that I wish was taught in real estate school is understanding how to overcome problems. Now, here's the thing that I've found is that there's really a couple of different ways. You either need someone that you can count on or you need to know where to go to get the answers you need to overcome these problems. When we're talking about a situation with a contract and understanding how to overcome an objection or understanding how to get past a tough inspection, whatever it is, who is it that you go to? I'm going to start with that. Who's the someone? Do you have a broker that you trust that has a ton of experience and is more than willing to spend time with you? Do you have a coach or a mentor? Do you have other agents, or are you part of a team where you have someone that you can go to that's going to give you the answers that you need so that you can get past these problems very quickly? Now, when we're thinking about that, if you don't have someone, there is another alternative. Do you know where to go to get the answers you need? We live in an age where every answer you need is absolutely at the fingertips on your phone through Google or through YouTube or in reality through ChatGPT. So what is it that you can do to understand how to ask the questions in a way or to search for the information in a way that you get those things available to you so that you can act quickly? Understanding how to overcome problems is the opportunity you have to really realize that the person who overcomes the most problems is the person who makes the most money in real estate. The second skill I wish they would teach is lead generation. Listen, if you don't have a steady flow of leads coming into your business, you don't have a business. So what is it that you can do to generate those leads? There's a ton of information out there. Listen, if you're wondering, we've got a video right above that's going to give you 24 ways to actually generate some leads in 2024, give you a ton of ideas. There's not a lack for ideas, but the problem is most people, just like what we talked about, don't know where to go to find that information, and then they don't act on that information. So understanding how to generate leads is the first part, but you got to take action as well. The third skill I wish they would teach is emotion management. Listen, how you react to counter offers, to things that happen in a transaction is going to absolutely affect how your buyers or your sellers, your clients, are going to react to those situations as well. I've always used the analogy that we have to be the thermostat. No matter what happens, we don't need to get cold or hot. We just need to give the information, provide them with the details they need to make the best decision for them, emotionless as much as we can, because that gives us the ability to help them get what it is that they want without an influence in a negative way from our adverse emotions. So what can you do to do this? Think about it from this direction. Anytime that you have an opportunity that you get to give good news, be a little bit excited, but be measured. Anytime you have to give bad news, give the news that needs to be given, but be measured in your emotion. You are the person that's going to set the tone for whether people overreact or they underreact to opportunities that are out there. Make sure that you have your emotions in check, and that's a skill that will absolutely help your business grow. The fourth skill is database management. Do you have a database that has a systematic plan of follow-up with the leads that you're generating into your business that makes sure that you're going to stay top of mind? Do you have a database where you're putting the information in, you've got all the details, you've got all the contact information, and you set them up on an automated plan that gives them information, lets them know about what's going on in the real estate market, and also has the ability where it has to-do set up for you to stay in touch on the phone so that you don't let any of these opportunities fall through the cracks, so to speak, as you have these leads come in, that systemized plan, that database management is a skill that I absolutely wish they would teach from the jump in real estate school. The next skill I wish they would teach is buyer and seller psychology. When you understand the emotions you're dealing with buyers and with sellers, it gives you the ability to prepare in advance for what you can expect and how they're going to react to certain things. So how do you react, or how are buyers, what is their psychology when you go in and you give them the details that with the price they think their house is worth, it's actually worth less. When you understand the psychology of what they're thinking and how to present to them in a way that gives them the ability to understand this, to process this, and do what's best for them, that's a skill that will absolutely help you. When you're working with buyers and you think about it, what is the psychology of a first-time home buyer? What is it that they're wondering about that you need to tell them about early? When you're working with an investor, what are the things that are important to them and the things that will actually trigger them, or the things that will absolutely light them up? You see, when you understand the thought processes with your clients and you present things in a way that gives them the ability to make the best decisions, everything else takes care of itself. The next skill that they don't have to go deep on, but just give a basic understanding, is foundational marketing. Understanding that marketing is really a three-step process. You want to make sure that you're moving people through a pipeline where they know you, where they like you, and then ultimately you want them to trust you. So there's three different ways we're doing this. Obviously, knowing we just need to get the exposure. We need to get things out. This is direct mail. This is open houses. This is where we're making that first contact, or we're beginning to get people where they understand who we are and what we do. Then the like part. How do we add value in a way that they begin to like us in a way that they're like, hey, I'd like more information from this person. Hey, I'd like to do business with this person. And then the trust part. How do you add value and show your value in a way that they know that working with you is either going to save them time, save them money, or it's going to give them the opportunity to get what they truly want faster and with less hassles. You see, when you understand basic marketing, know, like, and trust, and you begin to execute on that, everything moves in the right direction. The next skill I wish was taught was conversational control. In reality, this is scripting. How do you overcome those objections? Understanding what those are typically going to be. How do you control a situation where you have in a conversation? How do you start things? How do you come up and you have your elevator speech on what you do? How do you answer the question, how's the market? How do you answer the question, what is it you do for a living? You see, when you have the ability to understand what to say when those opportunities come, and you have the ability to control the conversations and move them in the direction that you're looking for to be able to understand who they are and how you might be able to help them, that's going to be a skill that most people never learn, but the ones that do absolutely are top producers in this business. The next skill I wish they taught is how to show appreciation. This is one of those basic foundational skills that people will absolutely help you if they know that they're appreciated. So how do we show appreciation, and who do we show appreciation to? It ought to be taught how to show someone in your sphere of influence that sends you a referral how much you appreciate it, so that you reinforce that behavior so that they send you another one. It ought to be taught how to send a thank you note. It ought to be taught how you host a client appreciation event. It ought to be taught how you go out and you make sure that every single person that is rooting for you and that is sending people your way and that is absolutely helping move your business forward, that you show them appreciation in a way that they know you not only do you appreciate them, but they should send you more people. This is the skill that literally helps your business compound over time and gives you the ability to scale at a large level. The next skill I wish was taught is video production, editing, as well as distribution. Now, don't get scared by this. You don't have to do all of these, but I wish it was taught at least at a foundational level to understand that it's easier than ever to shoot video. You can use your phone. That's how we started. That's how a lot of our agents are getting tremendous results. We've had agents on TikTok with video walkthroughs of house getting $1.5 million buyer just this past week with their phone. Literally, they only edited it by using CapCut. It's a free tool that's out there that gives you the ability to do video editing that would have taken hours and hours before, now in just a few seconds. Understanding how to do those things. And then also on the distribution side, how do you get the information out? It's never been easier than it is now. If you're looking at social media, if you're looking at YouTube, at the distribution channels that are out there, understanding how to position those things in places where people can see it is a skill that will absolutely help you. Now, don't get overwhelmed with this. If you don't know how to do that, again, what we were talking about is the problem solving earlier. Go on YouTube and just simply punch in, how do I use CapCut to edit real estate videos? How do I distribute a real estate video to get viewers? How do I shoot video content that people will like on YouTube as a realtor? All of these are ways that you can get the information you need, and then it's just a matter of you taking action. The next skill I wish was taught was how to work well with other agents. Ultimately, we need each other in this business. If you have a buyer that wants to buy, but you don't have listings, you need another agent that's going to find and have that client that wants to sell, and you're going to need to work together in a way that gives you the ability to help that buyer buy like they want to, and your other agent on the other side has the ability to help their seller sell, which is what they want to do. Learn how to be gracious with other agents. Learn how to understand and communicate with agents that builds bridges instead of burning them. Listen, if you go through, I just worked with an agent this morning on this. If you go through and you have a negotiation that doesn't work out, your buyer is ready to walk away and they have the listing, send that agent a text and say, hey, thanks for everything throughout this. Apparently, it's just not going to work out. My buyer is actually going to be moving on. But I just want to thank you for everything that you've done through this negotiation. I look forward to doing a deal with you in the near future. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Build a bridge. Take the opportunity to communicate in a way that other people want to do business with you. The agents that are the nicest and have the best relationships with the other agents in their market absolutely have the best opportunity to see their business grow. Last skill I wish they would teach is grit. And listen, I don't know that you can teach grit, but what I would say is understand in real estate there's going to be difficulties. Understand there's going to be gut punches. Understand that things aren't always going to go the way that you want them to go. But when you have that grit and you just know that no matter what comes, you're going to keep pushing forward. You're going to persevere. You're going to be the person that just keeps moving the ball forward, keeps adding value no matter what the results are. And when you separate yourself from the results and you stay focused on what it is that you need to do to get those results ultimately, that's the time that you're going to see the biggest times of growth in your business. Focus in on being that person who is absolutely going to overcome any obstacle that gets put in your way. Understand that you can develop your skills on your own and serve your clients at the highest level. Your business is absolutely going to grow. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.